Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of World of Tanks Battle Bites with JD. In this episode, we're going to cover a couple of tips and tricks related to artillery. Now don't run off just yet. The first tip is related to hunting down the enemy artillery. So we're still killing Artie. Artie's still the scumbags that we're trying to eliminate here. So what I'm going to do, when I play artillery, which isn't often, one of the first things I try to do is, if the map provides for it, to hunt and take out the opposing artillery on the enemy forces. So this map is set up with a single capture point in the center. The spawn points are located in the two corners of the map, and where I'm looking now is where the enemy starts to spawn. And that road there is a raised ground, and behind it is a depression where artillery can sit and not be spotted if any scouts or mediums that rush the center of the town in the middle of the map would be able to spot. So you're kind of safe to shoot from there for the course of the game. Unless there's major penetration from one of the flanks from the opposing forces. So I have a pretty good idea that opposing artillery is going to be in this area. So what I'm doing now is holding down the right bumper, and I'm scrolling around looking for a tracer shot from that artillery. And while I hold down the right bumper, I can move my cursor while keeping my gun aimed, so I'm not constantly ruining my aim and having to go through a full aim cycle every time I move a little bit and have to rearrange the chassis of the vehicle. So I'm just scrolling, looking for a tracer. Haven't seen anything yet. Again, there's only one enemy artillery here, so at some point I have to make the decision to abandon this objective and move on to supporting a flank. But I'm going to give it a couple more seconds, because I think removing the enemy artillery from a game, even if it's one or more, is always really valuable for your team. And there it was. There was the tracer. He is here. I was right. So I know he's in this general vicinity, and that was quick, so I don't exactly know where he is. I'm going to wait for a second shot, because I don't want to shoot near him and miss and let him know I'm aiming for him. So we're going to wait for that second tracer. And there it is. Okay, I was off a little bit. I'm going to refine my aim, zoom in. He should be right about there. Let the shot go. And bang, he's out. 2.5 minutes into the game, and the enemy artillery is removed from play. So at this point, I can focus on normal Artie strategy, supporting a flank and raining some shells down on the enemy forces. So I take a couple shots here. Some of them are fully aimed. Of course, they miss, either just go long or the target that I'm aiming at moves. But what I'm doing here is just trying to support, and it brings me to my second point. In the middle of the screen, there's a number. There's an about sign, and then a time, 2.2, 2.3 seconds. And so that's the time that your shell will travel in the air when you pull the trigger for the spot that you're aiming at on the ground. So right now it's at about 2.3, 2.4 seconds. So I take another shot at this Matilda, and I miss. And so I'm going to try to... See, he's moving in a straight line, linear path, steady speed, and it's slow because it's a Matilda. So I'm going to try and wait for my reload, and then time his movement. I know I need about 2.5 seconds lead. There we go. 1, 2, bang, perfect shot. And so now the last point, a lot of you guys know this if you've been playing Xbox for a while, but if you're new, coming over from the PC version, you know that friendly fire is a thing, and artillery should not be shooting enemies that are face-hugging their allies. So in this case, in the PC, Artie should never take this shot that I'm about to take. But it's the Xbox version, there is no friendly fire, so there's no harm in taking that shot. We have the battle won. I'm looking for 1 extra point of damage, and I can't hurt my team, so why not? Feel free to take the shot in that case, because you can't damage your allies. So we're cleaning up, 1 enemy left. This game's wrapped up. I'm going to try and advance. Maybe I can get a shotgun shot here at the last enemy, but he's already spotted, so nothing more from me in this battle. But just wanted to go over those couple of tips. Counter battery. Consider the map you're on, and if it's a place where you know you have a good idea where the enemy artillery is going to be camped, set up and try to spend at least a minute or two at the start of the battle doing some counter battery fire. If you can remove an artillery from the game, it's really going to change how your team can approach the game and really improve your team's performance, I think. So that was it. Also use the estimated shell travel time in the center of the map, and feel free to let friendly fire rip, because there is no friendly fire on the Xbox version. So general game, just a couple of tips, nothing, no great result here or anything, but just wanted to share that with you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks.